Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo CJ Phelps Waihoite Ensenare sobre Ecuador. Geography. Ecuador is located on the western coast of South America. It is bordered by Peru and Colombia. As the name suggests, the equator passes right through the northern part of Ecuador. Ecuador is a total of 283,560 square kilometers, or approximately 176,000 miles, which is about the size of the state of Nevada. The capital city of Ecuador is Quito. Quito is the most populated city in Ecuador and one of the most popular tourist attractions. Ecuador is divided into 24 provinces, with one of the most famous being the Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos Islands are located off the coast of Ecuador in the Pacific Ocean. It is on these islands where Charles Darwin conducted his famous study of finches to create his theory of evolution. The Galapagos Islands are full of sandy beaches, dense rainforests, and exotic animals and plants. In Ecuador, the climate is determined by altitude. In the mountain regions, the climate is mild. In coastal areas, the climate is subtropical, while the lowland region climate is rainforest. The Andean highlands climate is temperate and relatively dry, but the Pacific coastal areas have a tropical climate. Culture. As of earlier this year, the population of Ecuador is just over 16 million people, which is 3 million fewer than the population of New York State. Ecuador is the 67th most populous country in the world. In Ecuador, Spanish is the official language and is spoken by 93% of the country. The rest of the country speaks languages native to their village or individual tribe. The language of Quechua is spoken in the Andes Mountains by the Quechuan people. It is the second most spoken language in Ecuador, behind Spanish, with about 4% of the population speaking it. A typical meal in Ecuador consists of soup and a rice platter. Seafood, meats, and starches like potatoes and rice are eaten at every meal. Koi, or guinea pig, is a popular meal in Ecuador and other places in South America. Librillo is the cooked and chopped inner lining of a cow's stomach that is eaten in the mountain regions. Alapangachos are one of Ecuador's most popular and loved meals. They are potato patties cooked on a griddle until golden brown. They are eaten in the city of Banos and are a country and tourist favorite. In Ecuador, 82% of the population is of the Catholic religion, while other religions make up 14% and 4% have no religious affiliation. Government. On May 24, 1822, Ecuador gained its independence by defeating Spain in the Battle of Pichincha. Ecuador then joined the Republic of Gran Colombia, but ended up breaking free from the Republic only 8 years later in 1830. Although Ecuador gained independence on May 24, August 10th is recognized as Independence Day because that was the date their Declaration of Independence was written and was the foundation of Ecuador's fight for independence. Ecuador's system of government is a representative democracy. It has a president and vice president, just like the United States. The current president of Ecuador is Rafael Correa, and the vice president is Jorge Glass. As in the United States, presidents and vice presidents serve 4-year terms, and then they can run for re-election. President Correa is the first president in Ecuador history to serve 3 terms in office, although their constitution states that no president can serve more than 2 terms. However, President Correa is so liked as a president that the National Assembly rewrote the constitution so he could serve a 3rd term. Like the United States, Ecuador has 3 branches. The legislative branch makes laws, the executive branch enforces laws, and the judicial branch interprets the law. The legislative branch is known as the National Assembly, which is similar to our Congress. The federal government buildings are located in the capital city, Quito. The head of the executive branch, President Correa, lives in the Carondelet Palace, which is also located in Quito. In Ecuador, the US dollar is used as the official currency. Prior to the year 2000, the sucre was used as the official currency, which was named for its famous military leader who helped gain Ecuador their independence. They switched to the dollar when the sucre lost almost 3/4 of its value in 1999, and they decided that the US dollar would be more stable for their economy. Tourist attractions. Quito, The capital city and one of the main tourist attractions of Ecuador is home to some of the world's best architecture. La Compañía de Jesus, meaning the Company of Jesus, is a Jesuit church in Quito known for its elaborate gold interior. It is one of the most famous Jesuit churches in the world and arguably the most beautiful church in all of Ecuador. Cotopaxi National Park is perhaps the best park in all of Ecuador thanks to the still active Cotopaxi volcano. Along with Cotopaxi, two smaller volcanoes, Ruminawi and Sincholagua, offer hiking and biking adventures for visitors. The new Cathedral Cuenca is a massive church located in the heart of the city of Cuenca and is hard to miss because of its three blue domes. Ever since Charles Darwin made his groundbreaking discovery, the Galapagos Islands have been the most popular tourist destination in Ecuador. The Galapagos Islands have everything from birdwatching to beaches to rainforests and have become a must-see for all visitors of Ecuador. Surrounded by dense jungles in the Amazon basin is the small city of Banos. Banos is known for its many waterfalls and hot springs and provides a perfect landscape for activities like whitewater rafting and mountain biking. Huilotoa is a large crater lake set high up in the Andes Mountains. The lake was formed when an erupting volcano blew its top over 800 years ago. The color-changing water changes from blues to greens and is a popular tourist spot.